less than 2 weeks, this WRX is going to be sitting in one of your guys' garages. And that is because I'm giving this car away to one of you. Every $3 you spend on dvniemela.com gets you one entry to take home the soon-to-be 400 plus wheel horsepower Subaru WRX. All right, first and foremost, before anything today, Merry Christmas. It feels like it was a week ago, it was Christmas of 2024. Tomorrow is Christmas again. That's insane. Today, we are working on, of course, none other than the WRX build. Now, I know in the last video I said, I'm done with exterior mods. We're moving on to building a new motor for the car. I wasn't lying. I have a new motor for the car. You guys will see this whole build episode very, very shortly. Brand new forged motor for the build. Now, unfortunately, I can't put the motor in yet, or the engine in yet if you're picky. A few things I'm waiting on before this can go in the car. So while that old motor is still in the car and the car still runs and drives, I want to tinker on the exterior some more. It's been brought to my attention via the comment section that it seems like the majority of you guys aren't a fan of some of the stuff we've been doing. So today I'm going to tinker on the car. Very, very chill day in the shop. It's Christmas Eve. I don't even know why I'm here, but I'm here, so let's get some work done. First up is the headlights. Now, I like the headlights. I'll admit, I don't love them, but I like them. Some of you guys suggested take the OEM ones, pull the lens off. Hold on, let me grab an OEM one. Take an OEM headlight, pull the lens, take all the chrome inside the headlight, black it out. I don't know what we're gonna do with the amber. Maybe I'll leave the amber, maybe I'll make it black, and then put it on the car and see how it looks. To get today started off, that's what we're gonna do. We gotta pull out the old trusty oven I've had for like 40 years now. Realistically, I think I've had it for almost a decade. I've probably had it for a decade. Still works great. Bake these things. The reason you need to bake them is there's a bunch of, it's kind of like sealant. I think the actual nerdy term for it would be butyl, headlight butyl. So when you heat the headlight butyl up, it softens it enough to where you can split the lens from the housing, giving you access to the internals of the headlight. Now, the go-to temp that I've always done in the past is 200 degrees. That may be a little bit warmer than most. That's what I've done without issue. But let's be honest, this oven is so old that the 200 degrees on this oven is probably like 120, 130. Now that it's out of the oven, nice and warm, let's pop these screws out and see if she'll split. We may have to toss it in a little bit longer. That was 10 minutes right there. It's usually enough time to get her done. Oh yeah, that's plenty. Okay, easy enough. The housing is now separate from the lens. Now, all the stuff on the housing we can't really touch. This right here is the high beam bolt. If you black that out, your high beams basically won't work because the light has to reflect off that chrome bowl. Same concept with the blinker. Can't really black that out unless you don't want blinkers. But everything that you see right here, we can go ahead and black out. I just looked at some photos online. It looks like most people leave the amber in here, pretty much everyone, and it still looks pretty good. It still looks really good with the amber being amber and not blacking that out. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I think that's gonna look the cleanest for the setup. My beautiful paint job is done. This is the paint of choice. Anytime I rattle can, I use SEM Color Coat. Satin black is definitely the move on headlight housings. So the headlight is somewhat back together. There's a good idea of how it's going to look with the amber and the black housing. Now we need to go ahead, throw this thing back in the oven, heat up that headlight butyl, squish it together, install the screws, and headlight number 1 will be done. Here's a little side by side, of course the factory one, versus my creation, the blacked out one. But that's not the real comparison. The real comparison is going to be the black housing versus what we have on the car now. All right, here it is. That is the aftermarket headlight that we just pulled off. That's how it looks. And here is the new creation, OEM blacked out housing. What do you guys think looks better? Both are great options. The winner of this car can choose whatever option they want. Me personally, I'm gonna go with those. Let's go ahead and knock out headlight number 2. Now this one is even more important to get done. If you look inside of here, you can see, I don't know if the chrome is flaking off or what's going on deep inside the headlight, but that'll all be covered up as soon as we paint the housing black, which will be nice. There it is, both OEM lights on the car. Now I've gotten quite a few requests to install a different hood scoop on the car. This actually was my initial plan, to go with a bigger, like an 0405 STI style hood scoop. In 0607, the WRX and STI scoop is the same exact scoop, same part number. 0405 STIs had a much bigger scoop, and a lot of people put those style of scoops on an 06 or 07. So I ordered a nice carbon one before I even started the build, and it got delayed in shipping for a very, very long time. It just showed up a few days back. Now I may do some wrapping on it to match the color, the body of the car, or we could just leave it all carbon fiber and see how it looks. For reference, here is how the current completely OEM hood scoop looks, wrapped in the body color. Let's pop this bad boy open. All new hardware, beautiful stainless Allen hardware with an Allen key. Not that I need more tools. Okay, here she be, a full carbon scoop. This thing should look pretty good on the build. It's always a question mark with these aftermarket companies, how good the parts fit. Let's see how good this one fits. I mean, it fits fine. That thing doesn't look good at all. It only works on the 0405. I'm almost in tears about how ugly that is. Maybe it'd be better if we wrapped it the same color of the car. I'm glad I have that OEM scoop, because that is not it. Not whatsoever. What do you guys think? Sometimes you spend a few $100 on a mod and it just doesn't work with the build. Maybe if we changed up a lot of stuff on the car, it would work, but it looks so out of place on this car. Not a fan at all. Moving on to some pieces that I know will look good without a doubt. These are rear side skirt aprons, strakes, extensions, whatever you want to call these. They go on the back of the side skirt. Now they make these for the front of the skirt as well. I think the fronts kind of look out of place. These ones on the rear of the skirt look amazing. Add a lot of just oomph, I guess you could say, to the WRX skirts. And I did pick some up for the rear bumper, so the whole thing's gonna flow very nicely now with the front lip. So we have the lip, and as of right now, there's nothing on the side skirts or the rear bumper, which it looks good, but the front's quite a bit lower than the rest of the car. Let's get these wrapped in on the car. Bare plastic is always pretty weird to wrap. You have to torch it first to burn all the oils off, wipe it down with lacquer thinner or something of the sort, and then the wrap will stick. This took me 2 tries because the first time the wrap wouldn't stick. Now she's all finished up. Looks perfect. Let's get them on the car and I'll show you guys that these are well worth it. Driver side is now installed. I'm not going to do the passenger side yet, just so we can get a good before and after to see truly what looks better. I'm pretty stoked with how that looks. Now it doesn't really flow with the rear bumper because we need to go ahead and wrap and install the rear bumper section. Now this guy is fitted right back here. I don't want to scratch it at all, but she goes back there somewhere. 30 minutes later, here she is, all wrapped up. Let's get her installed and again, see how it looks. Now that we have the rear aprons on the rear bumper, as well as the back of the skirt, the back end of this car flows so good. We got that runs into the OEM STI flare, OEM STI rear bumper, down to the apron, along with the STI wing and the roof vane. Look at that angle right there, man. That is perfect. Something just came up I am very, very excited for. I have about 10 minutes left in the shop and we got to go pick something up for the build, which is exciting. It's like this is a Merry Christmas to you guys. Anyways, before that, I picked up some Perrin wing stiffies or wing stabilizers. Another one of those mods that may look good, may look horrendous on the build. Let's see how they look. I'm gonna permanently fixate these to the wing because I think they look great. They get sandwiched in between the top and bottom section with really, really sticky double-side tape that Perrin includes. So I have everything marked up here with some 1/8" masking tape, exactly where these need to sit, because if you get them on crooked, it looks ridiculous. Messed up the first one. You can't tell me that ain't one good looking Subaru. That's perfect, man. That really is just spot on, in my opinion, for what a GD WRX should look like. From every single angle possible. Here's the front. Here's the side. Let's go to the back. That is nice, man. That's nice. You wanna know what's not nice? 5-speed WRX transmissions. I wasn't supposed to do this, because I had a budget with this car. This completely blows the budget out of the water. I found a transmission I need to go buy. Let's go get it. Well, Bobby, if you're watching this, I'm sorry, this is why you don't get any presents, because all my money went to this. We have secured the transmission. So this is an 04 STI transmission. I also got the drive shaft, which we desperately need for this transmission. Now I still need a rear diff, a matching rear diff for the ratio, a 390 rear diff. I need some axles. I need a diff controller, and I'm trying to think of what else. I got the shifter linkage as well from the seller. So I got a few goodies to collect. Oh, and a new clutch. STI clutch and flywheel we will need. Got a few goodies to collect before we can put the expensive, way overpriced STI transmission into the build.